so much for joining us. As we always do before we get started, we just want to thank you all for the support over the years. Thank you for supporting the Search for Uhuru brand. Thank you for supporting Dynasty Amir. To our Freebay partners, once formerly known as Karatbars, thank you all as well. Make sure you guys go to dynastymir.com. Again, make sure you go to dynastymir.com. And I'm going to keep driving this point. We're almost at 84,000. And when we get to 100,000, there's going to be a special giveaway. So I'm going to have a special giveaway. There's going to be like a raffle. So for the 100,000, when we have the 100,000 subscribers, there's a nice bag, custom bag, from black owned bag maker. His name is Tom Leaney. So I have like 3 of his bags, and I know he donated one to me. So I'm actually going to give one away to the 100,000 once there's 100,000 subscribers. So
is that your Senegalese Taylor?
No. This guy's in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from the islands, but he lives in the UK. So I'm gonna have a giveaway for once we hit 100,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe as well. Also, go to my sister Fafu Malau's in the chat room. Hello, Fafu Malau.
How are you doing?
Fafu. Yeah. So like, share, subscribe, guys. Also, go to dynastymir.com. Again, go to dynastymir.com. While you're there, pick up the book. Every one of you, all of my subscribers should have a book and a shirt. Okay. I have children's books. I have the clothing line. I have other products I'm going to be putting out. There's a lot I'm going to be doing before the end of this year, guys. And so we need your support. I'm putting out tangible products instead of just saying, hey, give me some money. I'm at least giving you guys something tangible in return for contributing. So guys, go to dynastymir.com and support, buy some products. Also, while you're there, join the email list. We have a tour coming up, Sierra Leone. Again, we are going to Sierra Leone in April 21st to the 30th. Come and join us. Again, come and join us April 21st through the 30th. We are going to Sierra Leone. We're going to have an awesome time. So come and join us. And to become a monthly Patreon. In fact, let me get the banner going. Become a monthly Patreon, patreon.com. Search for Uhuru. Again, patreon.com. Search for Uhuru. Guys, become a monthly Patreon. We don't have the CBS, TNT, BET budget. That's why we need the contribution from you guys. So again, go to Patreon, patreon.com, search for Uhuru. Without further ado, we have my brother on with us today, Mr. Fitzgerald.
Hey man, keep talking. I'm getting ready to try to buy a shirt right now while we're talking. I'm looking, going on right here. I'm looking for the Black Love shirt. That's the one I want to get.
Okay.
Buy it while we're on the show.
So shout out to Fitzgerald Stevens for the support and buying a shirt. So guys, today's topic is using your corporate job to fund your exit strategy. I know a lot of you all, and again, we talk about this all the time. I know a lot of you all are at work and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. Well, right now, if you're on the job, you should be using this time to find your passion. And then once you find your passion, it's all about using your corporate income, right? Or your income from your job to furnish your entrepreneur goal or whatever business endeavors that you have. Again, using your corporate job to fund your entrepreneur endeavors. So we're going to get into that today. We're going to talk about that. Also in the chat room is my Freebay link. Again, in the chat room, shout out to Fabian Parson, everybody. Fabian is actually going to Sierra Leone with us in April. So I want to thank that brother for rolling with us. So in April, Fabian's coming with us. Actually, he came to Nigeria with us.
Hold on, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I had to actually stop when I'm to make a good point right here. Remember how we talk about exit? We're going to put some emphasis on exit strategy because it's all coming from all of us. Remember how we talked about controlling your income?
Right.
The decisions you're able to make, and when you're your own boss, and how you can make things in your best interest. Now you guys all have known that I am, as well as Prince Amir, is a big fan of Fabian Pearson. You know, I mean, the man is an
Hey, Fitzgerald, if
entrepreneur.
I cut you, I'm sorry to cut you off. I thought I was talking to Fabian this morning for like 2 hours.
Yeah, well,
Like you. Here we go. You, Fabian, and Fafu Malau. You guys are like my counsel. Like you, Fafu Malau, and Fabian. You three, and it's funny. All three of you are watching right now. Like
well,
you
we
three.
appreciate it, we appreciate it. But ladies and gentlemen, this man epitomizes what we talk about when Dynas and I get together on this economic platform. Now he is Dynas said he's going to Sierra Leone. He went to the Nigerian tour festival. Dynas. Okay, hey Master, how you doing, man?
Everybody, this is the Africa is the Now shirt in green. He wears daddy shirts. This is our shirts. And guys, pretty soon, see the tag back here. Hold on. See the tag with the logo on it. LA Amir. That's the brand. And that means House of Amir. And I'm telling Massa, son, you're going to be wearing your own clothes.
Yeah.
With our label on it.
He is the House of Amir. Good to see you, son. You know. Well, thank you for that special there, Dynas. Yeah, and so listen to this. Okay, Dynas said, okay, the Fabian, Mr. Pearson rather, has been to Nigeria, has been on a couple of tours. Now he's getting ready to go to Sierra Leone. This is the power of building something for you that you control your own income stream. I promise you, when he was in the Southeast working in a major city there, that I'm not even going to say right now, I promise you he couldn't get time like that on his job. I promise you. And so he struck it out on his own, developing a very, very successful real estate portfolio, not only here in the United States, but in the United States, there's several states in the United States, but also is doing the same thing in Canada. I mean, not Canada, Africa. So what you guys see, like he's going to go and go to Sierra Leone, I promise you, as my skin is brown, that man, knowing I know how he thinks, this is a strict business trip to him. Other words, he's going to be able to write all that off, including the tour, the airline tickets, the food. And I promise you, over Sierra Leone, depending on where he goes, he is going to have eyes on the ground, boots on the ground, and eyes in the air, looking at like, hey, what type of real estate deal can I look here to leverage more of my money? Because I believe that man has an exit plan where he is going to look to transitioning into Africa. But you watch the show with him and Dynas did. Hopefully Dynas can put reshare that link up there where he made a comment, and I remember it, said, hey, but when I go to Africa, I want to go there at least about $250,000 to $300,000, and I want to have like $10,000 to $15,000 a month residual income. I'm not even going to say they're ambitious goals, but they're goals where he want to say like, hey, I'm still going to want to expand. I'm still going to get grow, and still want to be in a position where I can do business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. Being able to have those income streams, being able to control your own destiny. I mean, it's just paramount. It not only could you do that, could you do that for yourself? You need to do that. I mean, it just on a sidebar, we could see the Prince Dynas Amir absolutely beaming with pride with his little son, coming across there, because what he's saying, son, this is going to be yours. The House of Amir, well, that was the second generation of the House of Amir. His father is putting something together, knowing what he's getting ready to talk to him about over the years. Who knows? Maybe Massa takes this thing, all over the world. Maybe he makes the House of Amir like the House of Versace all over the world. We never know. But and you think he's going to be more passionate about when he sees those T-shirts, whether I'm wearing one or anyone else? You think he's going to feel like a little bit? They're wearing my stuff. My stuff is already out there, and I'm gonna, if I go to college, you know what? I have something waiting for me when I get back. I'm going to go work in the family business, or maybe I don't need to go to college. Maybe I already know enough about business where I could expand this, and who knows where technology would be when the young man is 16, 17, 18 years old, when he's ready to launch out for himself, simply because what his father is doing. And so you need to do the same thing, not only for yourself, but for your children also. You need to enjoy that type of freedom and that type of power over your life by making your own thing. And you know what? If you do it right, if you really, really do it right, you don't need an exit plan. Not if you're really doing it right for something you love. Most time we think exit plan like, hey, I want to get out of this corporate structure, or I want to get out, maybe go to another country. But when you're talking exit plan, what you're really saying, like, okay, I need to have enough capital where it works for me, or whoever is dependent upon me, and where we can live, not only we live, but just thrive. But that was literally just in motion. Two great examples that there with little Massa Mir and Mr. Pearson, because they're really showing us how to do that. But with little Massa, he doesn't have a clue what his father is doing. He just thinks his father just sells shirts and writes books and, wears t-shirts, the thing that, but he doesn't hit the man like, wow, dad is really building something for me. So he's going to grow up with a different type of mindset than his father and I grew up with, because we had to, our parents didn't give that to us. Our parents didn't have anything to say like, okay, instead of you going out to get a good job, catch this, instead of you're going to go get a good job, we're in business. I'm going to show you how to really, really grow business, and you already have a business that I'm going to grow you into. So I just had to say that, Dinaz. No, that's what it really comes down to. Just so man, but shout out for what you're doing, and shout out for Mr. Pearson's what he's doing, and shout out to what many of you ladies and gentlemen doing, and put yourself in the same position right there. Now, if you don't know how to put yourself in that position, we're here to talk to you about a couple ideas. One of them is a great way with FreeBay. FreeBay is a referral-based company based out of Switzerland, and we deal with gold, small increments in gold, and we get paid for residual incomes for everyone else, for people who are in our network. We also deal with personal development and cryptocurrency, learning how to do cryptocurrency trading, which is the now. So it affords us the opportunity to really have our own home-based business. I know that's like Dinaz and I was talking before we came on the stream. I looked at my Sprint bill. It's due like the 27th of this month. I paid it with my FreeBay MasterCard. They didn't ask me where I got the money.
Right.
You got the confirmation, and so I work another job, but it's just nice to have that income coming in to like, wow, you can really do this. And though this is what I work for. Ultimately, I'm working for where I have total time and financial freedom to live life on my terms. At 56, it's an absolute requirement. Absolute requirement that I have that type of decisions that I can make on my life in my own best interest. Because you know what, I don't know how much time God Almighty has given me on this earth, and I want to enjoy and squeeze every second I can out of it. In order to do that, I have to have a good peace of mind, and I have to have income coming in that allows me the power to go to these various places and live my life at places the way I want to. So I just wanted to say that, Dinaz, you keep going, man. I'm just trying to navigate to get this shirt. Looking at
Well, like I said, using your corporate job to fund your exit strategy. I mean, guys, you can do that. I mean, leverage your corporate job to fund your whatever entrepreneur ambition you have, goals you have, whatever side business or side hustle. Because eventually, you want to put yourself in a position where your side hustle or your income from your side job is as much or more or matches your income from your corporate job. Of course, you want it to exceed that. So, we're going to be discussing ways on how to do that, how me and Fitzgerald are going to get there, our plans to get there. And that, again, there's nothing wrong with corporate America. There's nothing wrong. I mean, I think the issue with corporate America, not really with corporate America, I think the issue with people who end up working in corporate America is that their idea of corporate America is different from what corporate America really is. Like we always say.
Explain that, because I don't want that to, I don't want that to really kind of go over heads, because a lot of us think we know. But explain what you mean by that statement there.
I remember when I first started my job, my corporate job, they said words like family, we're a team, we're a family, we're this, we're that. Um, you know, loyalty, they made it seem as if you left your job, you were just gonna die. They were the best thing going. But then, a week from telling you how much of a family unit we are, they'll come and let you go. They'll walk you off a job. I've seen it happen. They'll walk you off the job. But then if you leave and don't give them 2 weeks, they'll call it unethical. But they
yeah. You're blackballed and everything else like that, or and I don't want to use that term blackball, blacklisted. Why do you got that? No, you know what I mean. You're on something that unfavorable status list. I know that, man. The rules are so different, as far as like that. But you know what? A lot of times, man, when you get to these, when you go on and you see corporate America, and before you go to that pursuit, and you can be a professional like a dentist or doctors and stuff, and all of a sudden you get there, maybe it's not as rewarding as you thought it would be. For example, maybe you don't have to work. Maybe you're making the money like you want, but you don't have the work time balance. You don't have the family balance. Rather, it's taking a toll on your health, because the amount of hours you have to deal with. Like, for example, many of you guys know, like Prince Amir, I have many fires in the iron. I do my freebie business, do my YouTube business, find ways to win with Fitzgerald Stevens. Want to put my janitorial company together. And oh, by the way, I worked up a little overnight job with Home Depot. When I say overnight, 7 p.m. to 5 p.m. Through the night. Well, I'm a night hawk. I can stay up like that, but all I know is yesterday, the reason you guys haven't seen me in like a couple of days, because I've been wiped out, trying to get my strength back, trying to catch up. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that type of work, for another 5, 10, 15 years. We have a gentleman there, Dynas, that's 74 years old, and he's running, working right along there with us. And I thought about that, man. I'm quite sure he made decisions that I don't think I'll ever be at this position, but yet there he is. And there's other elderly guys, and and many, some even older than me and stuff. I'm glad I'm working on my other projects that's going to bring revenue in, because you know what? One day I'm going to want to sit probably over there in Africa somewhere under a mango tree, eating cold slices of mango and smoking a nice cigar and listen to ocean breezes, maybe Frankie Beverly Mays, We Are One or something like. I don't know. But I just want to work forward to, to get something to spend my time like I want to. But I know you have to have a vehicle. You have to have a business. And so this is what we're here to talk about. Anytime it comes exit plan, Dynas, when we play exit plan, is there an exit without resources?
No. And then I think what we're learning is people who exit without resources, they're either struggle when they get to the continent, or they're on the flight back, or doing GoFundMe's to get back.
Doing on a flight back, or no? What now? Is that why people say, "Hey, I was in Africa 3 years and I decided to come back to the States"? Is that why?
Sometimes, yeah.
Is that why that is? Because they're making it seem like okay. It almost gives the idea that I went over there and it didn't work out, so I decided to come back home. No, There it is right there, friends. Just support my friend and stuff like that.
Thank you, Fitzgerald. Everyone, Fitzgerald bought the. What shirt did you buy, Fitzgerald?
I got the black love, the black love, the one with the black background and the red lighting, man. I really,
black love or die trying.
Yeah. So I appreciate it, man. Hey,
Well, thank
you know
you.
what? I got a closet full of t-shirts, but you know what? They're not done by my friends, and that's another thing. That's another thing, and he's not going to say it, but I'll say it. And many of you already have experienced it. If your friend has something, your friend, and they're working on their exit plan, meaning they're trying to build an economic platform. If you're a friend, you owe it to them to support them. When you can. It doesn't. It don't make a difference. I got a closet full of t-shirts. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. I don't know any of those guys. I have. This would be my second Prince Amir t-shirt. My t-shirt. And I just did this, not thinking, I'm just going to go over there and I'm just going to go there and get a t-shirt. And I thought about it. My friend needs my support. I got 25, 30 something bucks. That's no big deal. Shoot, I just went down and spent a $13 meal. I can do that. And this is my friend. And and I don't ask him for discounts. I don't ask him for hookups. I never done anything. If anyone, if you have someone and they're a friend and they're sitting around and trying to really better themselves, trying to get that economic platform, go ahead and support them. It doesn't cost anything to buy a book, really much. I mean, that book right there, I have that in my library too. I want to get a couple more, just to support my friend, because he's out there hustling, he's out there doing it. Ultimately, but one day, who knows, man, I might talk to Mr. Pearson. Hey, man, do you have any properties that you want to sell in Florida? You look at some house, or do you have a piece of property before I buy a house, in the Tampa market? Let me know, because I wouldn't mind renting from you. I mean, if I'm going to spend my money, I'd rather spend it with a friend. And I would like to and I would like to see Dynas really put together a book that shows about what a lot of us do. What we can what's called a directory, Dynas.
Yeah.
If you could put something together like that, I would like to see you charge a small fee with that. I don't know if you make it online or what we can access it on. Who's into who is into media? Who is into who is into detailing? Who is into exporting, importing goods? And I like to see this platform search Uru. I like to see it that it's a unit where we're kind of doing business with each other. We're going to spend the money anyway. Whether we going down to Walmart and looking at a Tampa Bay Lightning shirt or get something like that, Dynas makes some good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So I can go ahead and start to do that. I can get on a Patreon channel. I can do that. I don't necessarily have to keep calling myself a friend, and never support them. Or if someone's calling you a friend and they never support you in your business, you got to question that. I mean, you really, really do. And nor do you go in there where you're supporting people who are doing stuff. You're asking them from a discount. You know what? Do you do that to Macy's? You do that to Nine West, the Jimmy Choo shoes, or Coach bags, or whatever you do. Do you ask for discounts like that? So the last thing we want to do is make our friend feel like, hey, they got to cheapen their stuff in order to get our business, and that's just not what it's about. Like it's, as I stated, Prince Amir is not going to say that for him. I'm going to say it for him. No, because you know what? I told him that I earlier, I said, you know what, man, I want to see you put more of a show and emphasis on your product. Okay. I want to see you put a more of emphasis on doing with packages, selling books and, t-shirts, because this is how you make your living. I mean, I want to see you do that. You got 80-something thousand subscribers around there. I want to see you start marketing that, because you're trying to build a legacy, and you're trying not to go back to the corporate plantation if you don't want to. And so for any of you, part of your exit plan is you got to build a network of supporters. You got to build a network of people who see you in a good light, and they're going to buy your stuff. And when someone say this, they got a problem. You got to, if it's a problem with it, something like that, pick the phone up and call that business owner personally, or send them an email personally. Don't blast them on Facebook. It's amazing we got to actually still talk about these things like that. If something work out, don't blast their name out and hurt their name. Give them a chance to make you happy and rectify. It could just be a misunderstanding.
Right.
It could be a misunderstanding, and just give them a call. Don't destroy the reputations of someone who's trying to do something. Now, and for those of us who are looking to actively build resources, we know we have to be thought of as a positive light. You know, I mean, I didn't get to close to 12,000 business affiliates around the world with people thinking that Fitzgerald Stevens is a foolish, clownish man. No, I had to intact my reputation. I had to build that up and do things, because if I don't have a good reputation in the marketplace is not going to contribute to me, and they don't contribute it to me. You know, there is no exit plan. And so I'll just plug that in, and Dynas, just keep doing it, man. I want to see you do more. I want to see you do more like that, because you know what? This right here, what I did right there, that should inspire at least 100 of you guys to go out there and do the same thing. No, I had a specific reason I did that. It wasn't to show off, you know, to show them support. I, put it in there. Hey, this is what you guys are. So now somebody out there should have said, man, you know what? I can buy a book. Or I can throw a $10 supercharge or something like that to him. I can support this man, because he's bringing me good content, and good content should be supported, and it should be really, really developed and spoken of in positive light, shared, and everything else like that. So Dynas, we appreciate that, man, but you gotta get serious about it. I mean, if you're on someone's job, they're paying you to promote their stuff. You go onto your Facebook. You can't if you mention something, you tie yourself with them. They expect you to act decent and in order. They expect you to show them in a favorable light. You can't go on there talk about you work for a major Fortune 500, but you got a company, you got a bottle of Christoph, you pouring over gravestones and all that kind of stuff. you flashing gang signs, and all that. You up in a club, making it rain with a thong tied around your head and all that kind of stuff. Hey, they're gonna walk you out of there, man. HR gonna talk to you. They're gonna talk to you. You got to be seen in a good light. Why did I talk about with Dynas so much? Why you hear me talk about with Mr. Pearson? Oh, incidentally, who I never met, Mr. Pearson. The man's spirit just came through to, like, this guy generally handles business. This is a man that I can learn from. This is someone who I want to be an ally. And so what now, if I'm going to get this man for an ally, how do you make a successful person an ally? You treat their business with respect. You treat their time with respect. It doesn't cost anything, for example, to give him a shout out like we're doing right now. Nothing. Well, who knows? Maybe someone is interested in parlaying with him in a deal and stuff like that, and housing, have the capital right there, and both of you guys can make money. Who knows? Who knows what you can attach. So I want to put that in, because we don't talk about that enough. We don't really sit around and talk about that, and that's got to be a very big part of your exit strategy. You're going to need allies. Fafumala was on the ground over there in Nigeria. Never met the lady. Never met her. Just have a camaraderie with her. Met her through Prince Dynas Amir. Okay, and so you better believe if I go over there over in the African continent, who do you know? Fafumala. That's the only one I know. Now what is it like over there? What can we do? Are you have a business or something I can support over there? Something I can do. So is there any way I can help you with your brand? See, it can't be all about, hey, register your freebie account. Join that you can go ahead and build a business. You can, but with my business partners and Dynas's business partners is my business partners, I have but one goal for it. I have all of us make money. All of us make money together. And there's plenty enough by practicing group economics that we can also, but all of us can build these residual incomes and parlay them into anything we want, because ultimately every single one of us from this day forward need to be actively pursuing our exit plan. And for those of you who are out there, maybe you're in your 20s, 25, 27, you think you have time, you don't. No. I was 25, 27, I was 17 one time. 56 right now. I can't tell you where it went. I cannot tell you where the time went. And many of us, you often hear that saying, that people say that. And so you get serious about your exit plan. Get serious about, accumulating wealth. Get very, very serious. Get serious about taking advantage of opportunities while you have them. stop with a lot of the life that, I'm trying to have a fun and go on a party. Life is not a party. Life is not a party. It's a journey meant to be enjoyed, but it's a journey. Once you pass by that step, you'll never get it back again. Build wealth, build economic wealth, build support those who are doing it wealthy, who are building platforms too. And when you support people, look at them as partners. Don't look at yourself just as a consumer. Who do I know that does certain things? Who do I know? Okay, I need to support them. I need to get them a chance. And if they don't get it right, get it right a couple of times, whether than me sitting there running their name down and blasting their reputation, maybe I need to call them and send them a secret email and say, hey, you know what? Not satisfied with this? What can we do to make this right? I mean, I certainly will hope that someone would do that to me. If I register you and you register my business, I consider myself responsible for you in a way. And so if something doesn't go right and stuff, you think I'm ignoring you. Well, it could be that the call step, I didn't get the voice message. It could be like I flat out forgot. Apologies. But I still want to do what I can to make sure that we're both successful. So Prince, I feel that in my spirit today, man, because it's not said enough. You're not going to this stuff. I can't do business with them because they're black. I'll say like Malcolm Shabazz, said, who taught you that? Who taught you to hate yourself? I mean, you know what? I've got great business people of all creeds and colors. I handle business with people who handle business. The color's irrelevant to me. It really is. But I would like to see more black-owned businesses supported. Why? But because you know what, we're greatly underfunded, and and it's long time for that to end. So that ass man, put that digital directory together and charge something for it, man. Charge like an access, like maybe $5 a month in order to be able to access that, man, because that's going to be a lot of work building that portal. And and you just add people all over the world to see what they do. They have a biography around there, make it a digital format, so they need to get in, and who knows, and any if that person agrees that I'll get 3% off or 2% off for business that you use me for right now. Who knows, man, how we can help each other. We have people all over the world. When I say we, I'm talking about Search for Uru. Got people all over the world, the Caribbean, in Europe and Americas, Canada, South America, the African continent. Surely we can pull that together and let's go ahead and basically explode that, because we're all working on the same thing. We all want a better lives for ourselves and our families and stuff. But we need to realize we got to put a business together to do that. So Ass, man, that floor is yours, buddy. I hope I'm looking forward to get my shirt and everything like that, man. But brother, I didn't need it. And that's what I want y'all to know. I didn't need the shirt. I did it because I love my brother and he's my friend, and he puts a very good product together. That Black Love, he was wearing that on a couple of shows and it caught my eye. So the shirt I want to get is the mirrors here, but I guess the printing press is stuff on that, so, but hey, I'll just take anything far like that because, he's doing something. He's doing something. I've watched this man in 15 years. I've watched this man metamorphosize from a 23-year-old kid when we first met, on an Atlanta auto service at 1055 Brady Avenue. I watched when he was driving a Mustang and the man got out the door. He said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Albert Hollis." Said, "It's so nice to meet you, Mister. Nice to meet you, Albert. I'm Fitzgerald Stevens." Come to think of it, the name never even fit then. He didn't look like an Albert. The name never even fit back then. That was his former name, Albert Hollis. Albert Hollis, and so he introduced himself, and I didn't buy from him that day, and but we kept a friendship that's gone to this very day. And then
it's funny if we can step back for a second. The closest people that I met while I was working, as far as customers, never bought from me, but we got close.
No, you just thought you just thought you was close to him. You wasn't close.
No, I'm saying that never bought from me. Like the people closest to me that I met on my job, as far as who were potential customers, never bought from me, but we were always close.
You wasn't close.
Okay, go ahead.
You just thought you was. I mean, if someone is putting something out there, if you see someone working and you see someone with character and stuff like that, and you just can't go in your pocket just to say here's I just respect the young brother, what you're doing, young sister, what you're doing. Hey, here's $10. Go out and get you a good lunch. I can't go with you. That's support. See, support is not this.
Okay, let me back up.
Keep going, brother. Keep going. No, that's not support.
Well,
it is.
When I was doing sales back in corporate America, the people who never bought from me as far as a product or service, who liked me, they will at least, you know what, I don't want your product, but here, sit down and order what you want for the menu.
That's support. That's support. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? Okay, I'm going to challenge you guys right now because I'm tired of seeing 85,000 subscriptions. Okay, and I'm challenging you guys to share this and just make an email, do an email or a phone call or a text. And here's how you want to say, listen, go ahead and subscribe to Search for Uru. This guy is doing some phenomenal things. Phone call, email. He should have double the number. He's about 83,000. He should be at 166,000 by the end of next week. Yes, I said it. All we have to do is just send one thing, and and I can lead with that. I already my brother, he's already subscribed to Dynas's channel. I could call a couple of my friends, say like, hey, listen, man, this guy, there's this guy. We just subscribe to his channel. I mean, it's free. We're just he's trying to build a nice media company and everything. Incredible content's been doing it like they're doing it on a grassroots level. That's incredible. Just go in and subscribe. No, won't cost you anything. Just do it as a favor to me. That's support. What if we can get 10 people? What if all of us could get 10 people like that? Tomorrow, Springle, excellent. Already done. You see what I'm talking about? See, Dynas has I don't want to call it a problem. He has a challenge that I'm trying to get him out of, and I want you guys to get out of it too. And I need to do better with this. It's nothing wrong with blowing your own horn sometime. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I put a good product out there. I would appreciate you guys' support, bringing content to you, hey, I appreciate it. I make a good service. I do great notary services. I'm a great, incredible tailor or a seamstress. I'm an incredible person when you want to clean in your homes, and I would really appreciate you just telling someone, because you know what, I need your help. But they taught me up in the north. They taught me up in the Northeast when I used to live up there. They would said, let me help you out. Or can you help me out? That was the saying they would use up there. Can you help me out? So yeah, or can you do me a favor? Well, I'm asking you guys for a favor to go ahead and just go ahead and tell about maybe 5 people. I would like 10, but just tell 5 people. And here's why you say you need to really, really subscribe to this channel. And you know what? And once we get that bigger platform, and once those algorithms come on, Dynas is going to be able to bring us more service. Who knows? Maybe he'll be able to hire Falfumla as a full-time mitigator. That could cause a salary to people. I mean, that's how I'm thinking. So I like to see that. Dynas has built a platform that I've watched some incredible guests come upon. But many of them, Taiwu, Lou Majors, Brandon, Fabian. Fabian is like stealth. He'll go in and out the cut. He's like a ninja because he's busy doing his other stuff. But even with people like that, I've watched them have couples on. I watched them put contents how to repatriate to Africa. What do we do? How do we start a business? How do we do these things like that? So he's got so good with putting everyone else up there, but he's forgotten the thing. Like, I need to maybe do a whole show about me and get my channel big because I want to grow. And so Dynas, man, the show is going to be primarily centered on you today. It's not a matter of we saying that we gotta that we're going to sit up here and we're going to do one day a show. So we already talked about the exit plan. His FreeBay account is down at the bottom. You know, it will help you build residual income by saving in gold. And my God, the money that you can make and the money that many affiliates have making on this will stagger you. But right now, we'll go back to talking about that tomorrow. What I'm simply saying to you guys, or another day, should I say, what I'm simply saying to you guys, get behind the doers. Get behind the doers.
Behind the doors. I gotta write that
down. Get behind the doers. You know, get behind them and get and this goes carte blanche to everyone. If you have friends, maybe you want to start reevaluating some of those friendships right now. If a friend is going to support you, and sometimes you need more support than just encouraging word. You know, you really do. I believe if there's a need that you can meet a need, you should do it. And but often people say, well, for a person who's hungry or for a family that you know whatever that's going through a couple of things and they have some troubles, and sometimes they don't need to tell you. Some people have dignity you just got to deserve. You got to give to them because they're not going to talk to you about it. But if you see someone hungry, you see someone in the street, or you see someone a family going through a tough time, it's nothing for you to say, well, here's a bag of groceries, leave it at their door, and then I'll pray for you. Okay, meet the needs, then talk about praying. Don't sit up there saying, well, I'm going to pray for you and still go. Well, that person needed gas in their car. Okay, I'm going to pray for you and still go. Maybe they need a bag of groceries or two. I've given groceries and I have been given groceries. Okay, I had it on both ends. You know, and it truly is better to give and receive. And I thank God for the stuff that I sold, that it came right back to me. You know, I've given great advice. I've been given great advice. I've given people jobs. I have been given jobs. You know, but when you see somebody, when you see someone and just meet the need, then talk about your prayers. Okay, don't sit up there and say things it's going to be. Don't sit up there and say it's going to be all right. If you have it in your power to make it right, do it. Then tell them how it's going to be. I mean, I believe that more so than now. And so what I'm going to do, we already put on that, and we're close to 41. Actually, a little time under here. So let me look at a couple things that I'm seeing there. And once again, Miss Springle, thank you for sharing with Prince Amir, and everyone else do the same thing. Hey, a little side note, and Night Ass is hearing this for the first time. I have Fitzgerald Stevens at Gmail. Okay, John Fitzgerald Stevens, my full name, at Gmail. Find ways to win at Gmail. And the road to wealth, my business at Gmail. I subscribe to search for on all four of them. I'm one man, and I subscribe to all four. Oh well, you know they're going to cost me anything. Just hit the subscribe button and stuff.
Thank you.
Hey, you know that's what it takes. Also, at my YouTube channel, Find Ways to Win.
Guys, subscribe to Fitzgerald's YouTube channel.
Please subscribe.
Number 2.
Please subscribe. And you know, it doesn't cost anything out to share. It doesn't cost anything out there to share that. And so we appreciate it. Now, let me get to a couple of comments right here. Let me start from the top because we got a little bit of time. File from Loud, much respect and appreciation to you, Queen. Appreciate it. Mr. Pearson, good to see you again, man. You already know, hey, you already know how I feel about you, brother. I'd love to sit down and get lunch with you. I'll pay. You know, I got a nice, found out this new seafood restaurant right down the road, man. You know, I've been going down there for real good. And there's a nice place I got for you for oxtails if you like that. So that's what, you know, so Africa Rising, I'm doing this exact same thing. Beautiful. Okay. Rose Gold, the Rose to be easy. Remember, that's my grandmother's first name. I made it just on time. I'm ready to leave for Gambia and be with my family. Excellent. Love it. We have one of our business partners over there, Takai Israel, over in Gambia. You know, she went. She talked about going back to Africa. Guess where she is right now? I don't think she has a return ticket. No, some people like that. No, so she's over there, and every time I send her WhatsApp chat, she sounds happier and happier and happier because she's where she wanted to be. She planned it out, left the Midwest, and is over there and did it in a senior part of her life journey, but nevertheless she did it, and she's over there thriving right now, just absolutely loving it. I know Fafumlau did the same thing. Ann says, how long do you stay in corporate America to fund your own business? 5 years, 10 years? No, Miss Ann, you stay in there and you stay in there as long as you desire. You'll know when the time to get out because you'll have an urgency, almost like a great dissatisfaction soon to be discussed, then a hatred of having to literally work in somewhere, and then it's like it's on someone else's platform. Then that's your time. My time, although I thought it was in my 20s, I said, I really, really hate corporate America, really don't want to do this. Evidently the hate didn't start building up till I was 50. The hate build up and the aggravation build up. And I knew it was real because it compelled me to do something. See, talking about, oh man, look what they're doing. I don't like working here, yet I get up and go to work. Oh man, they did this to me. Yet I still keep going. When I turned 50, shortly after being walked off a cashier's job, a collecting job, probably like $13 or $14 an hour with my college degree, and being fired Friday after Christmas party, being fired so smooth, I didn't even know I was fired like that. That's the only time that ever happened. And and walking across the street after I ate my Wendy's chili, realized I was out of without job. That's when I say, oh, okay, I can't. I'm hating corporate America. I got to get the heck out of here. And I did something. I started me a Carrot Bar account, now Freebay. I went to work. And I built a business. I built something of my own. I built a residual income. And lo and behold, I started saving in gold because I started saying like, man, what happens if they start doing this when I'm 50, 57 or 67? They put me outdoors. What happens? So I have to build something. But my hatred, if your hatred doesn't drive you and your dissatisfaction, should I say, not hatred. Hatred's too strong of a word. If that doesn't drive you to do something, I submit to you, you don't hate it. You're just comfortable with it. Your dissatisfaction has to be to drive you to do something. So Miss Ann, I would say that. How long do you stay in corporate America until you feel your heart you can't take it anymore? You could have just started that job 2 days ago and you're like, I can't take it. Then you take the time. You still stay with corporate America, but after you work 9 to 5, and after 5, you're working on your own things. And Freebay would be a great way to do that. If you don't know exactly what you want to do, or you do know exactly what you want to do, you make a living from 9 to 5. You build a life after 5. So that's how I would say that. Going down here. Bejo Nor, hello family, hello back to you. No, time is now. Hello fam, seen that handle before. Good to see you. Let me go ahead and put a couple things up there. Simple golf. Go ahead, Dinaz.
Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button again. Hit the like button.
Yeah, man. Let's try to drive these subscriptions up right now. I'm doing a telethon for them, man. I never did one of those before.
In the chat room is my Freebay affiliate link. Click on the link, sign up as affiliate, and I will call you. He's also scrolling at the bottom of the ticker. Will be in the description.
Yeah, simple gospel. Fitzgerald, you wildin', but he's speaking facts. Well, thank you for the comment. thank you for the comment. Hey, you know what? You got to be a little entertaining. You got to be a little serious. You got to be a comedic. You got to relate. People. I learned you can. If people don't like to see someone like all down and gloomy and all, it's all the world is crumbling like that, man. You got to have a little sarcasm, but you got to have confidence. Both men and women love individuals with confidence. Mm-hmm. They really do. And that's one thing I don't have. I don't have in short supply. Even when my confidence is down, you guys will never see it. That's why, I would call someone like a Didass or someone who I could talk to, because we all need that support system, because it's tough out there. It's tough when you're striking against, like, hey, I'm gonna go to Africa, man. Some of your biggest critics are going to be your family and your best friends. to people who you think will support you. Man, that's tough. That's tough. When people who you think it would be the happiest to see you and be the most encouraging to see you like that. Sometimes in the way they think they're protecting you, they're going to try to reel you in from making a bad decision. How about like this? You don't know anybody over in Africa. You're American. You don't know anybody in South America or Europe. How are you going to live? How are you going to do this? As opposed to someone saying, hey, you can do it. No, here, let me send you a cash app, for $25 to show you, because I believe in you. Then things like that. So get ready to, when you do certain things, get ready to walk alone until you draw a crowd. And here's another thing I've learned, that God Almighty will send some of your biggest supporters and you don't even know them yet. You don't even know them yet. So, so they'll catch your vision. They just want to see if you believe it. Everyone makes everyone makes money. This is not American. I don't know. Oh, okay. I think I understand. Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying right there. Okay. Fitzgerald, we're going to solve that problem. Appreciate it, Mr. Pearson. Love that, man. I love interacting with people, reaching around in there, and Miss Ingrid Tatter, hello from Orlando. You and I are not too far away from each other. Just probably about less than an hour and a half. So I know you with our Carrot Bars business. So hey, but anything I can do for you, feel free to give me a call. Would love to see what I can, to make it happen for you and give you the support you need. Just literally right over here. And hopefully, who knows, hopefully we can get together one time and over at lunch, talk about some business ideas. Diane, don't let me talk all, man. This is your platform.
No, I mean, I enjoy listening to you and the people.
Amelia, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, apologies. Greetings, family. Corporate job is definitely funding my exit plan. Beautiful, beautiful. Don't quit your day job until you're ready to quit. Don't quit your day job until you're ready to quit. Conservative estimates, not conservative, wise estimates says you want to be making at least about double what you're making on your current day job right now before you think about retiring. And you definitely want to have your debts liquidated, because you know what? In the world of entrepreneurship, we like to think it's all like this. This is what you hear. Oh man, this guy Gary Vee and Tony Robbins and all these guys, they're making Les Brown, they're making all this money, going up. Michael Delco with Freebay. Wow, he made $1 million last year in this company. Wow, the same company Fitzgerald and Dynas is telling me to sign up. That's great, but so we're just going up and up and up. That's not success. That's not the world for the entrepreneur. See, here's the world for an employee in the corporate world. You're going like this. You may go up and get a little raise here. But that was like a year or two evaluation. Then now you're in a higher line. You're going like this. You're going like this. You're going like this. You missed that promotion, so you're still going like this. You're going like this, and and maybe the president of the company came in, and you bought him a chocolate chip cookie, and he liked it that day, and he gets you another position, and then you stay there. Okay, that's the traditional salary method. You work, you're going to get paid. Okay, no, you're going to get that that amount deposited in your account. You can bank on that. You can set your rules to that. You can set your bills. You know how much you got a certain amount of coming in there. The world of entrepreneurship, what Dynas and Mr. Pearson and many of you entrepreneurs on here, myself included, it's not this. You're going straight up to the top. Entrepreneurship like this. Storm. I'm going to lose it all. Oh God, I got to get some. Then you go up. Man, this is the best thing in life. The road to success is a zigzag with entrepreneurship. Then once you reach what I call dark matter, that's where when you get into space, the most of the rocket energy, the fuel is expelled during the launch. It's trying to lift up. So you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights. You're going to have a lot of times you're worried about things. Things ain't going to seem to come together. You're going to have staffing issues. You're going to have growth issues. You're going to say change issues. You're going to develop into a man or woman you're not in order to get there. But once you get into outer space, all you got to do is just hit the thrusters. And you can move the ship because there's no gravity up there. You're just moving. You are at it where, dude, you're banging 15, 20, $30,000 a month residual while you're sleeping. You're making money like that while you're in Miami or Abidjan, and you're just on the beach, and that money's still coming in because you paid that price. You became a better investor. You know how to grow money now. Now you're into what's called legend status, where wow, did you hear about Diane Samir? Okay, man, he's coming to town, man. I hope I can get into the room because it's limited seating. But he's the same cat because he's paid that price around there. You're thinking like it was easy, but you don't see the work. Man, you hear about Pearson Properties?
No. Oh, Fabian.
You hear about Pearson Property? Man, he's over there in Nigeria. I understand he's getting with the Dogu Group. Man, they're putting a $500 million project, but you didn't see him when he just bought one home, like somewhere in Atlanta, just one home. And he had to probably take a money out his 401k with his job to finance that. Then you didn't see that time he was up 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get the plumbing and the windows in because he could do the work because he didn't want to pay a contractor all his money as out his profits. So he learned how to do that. Then he used that and parlayed it into another. And now we see it all of a sudden. The Pearson Property is doing a $500 million deal over in Nigeria for apartment complexes. But we didn't see that $500 million. Wow. But we didn't see this when he was just starting out, when employees didn't show up to work or when a contract fell through, but he persevered. So that's what a prize is as far as like that. And so you're going to have your tough. You're going to have your tough times. Get used to it. That's life. Get used to it. Get used to setbacks. Get used to changing. Get used to things not going your way. Get used to people being hard on you. That's the price. That's the price you have to pay for it. Become patient. Become like those, stick to your business plan. If you got a business plan and it doesn't work, if you get turned down funding for the first 5 or 7 or even 17 times, maybe the 18th time is exactly what you need to get that loan approval you could take off. Shout out to Mr. Pearson. Just purchase a shirt. Just purchase a shirt. Hey, well, thanks. Evidently, what we're getting through it. Thank you. Now I know that man already has them too. This is be a multiple shirt like it is for me. But see that this is the point. And I learned a lot of people like to be asked. A lot of people like to be asked. And can you help me? Well, I'm not going to say that. I don't need to get back on their own ears. But I don't. But people like to be asked. And so a lot of times people will help you, but they just want you to ask for the help. You got a problem with asking? Hey, I want you to subscribe to this channel with Search Your. I want you to subscribe to pick up a tour package. I want you to pick up a book. I want you to pick up a t-shirt. I want you to be a subscriber to find ways to win with Fitzgerald Stevens. Okay, and I not hopefully, but I plan on giving you value with that. Search for Guru is definitely giving you value with that, and that's so don't be afraid to ask. You don't have to hurt alone. Okay, and so look to how you build your brand. Now, how does this all relate to what we're talking about? These are all building blocks that your exit plan is going to need to be viable and sustainable. I need to pick up the phone and pick up reviews. And thank you, Dr. Paul Thompson, for buying a shirt. Love it. I need to be able to pick up and when it's someone like maybe a Tamara Springer who only knows me through cyberspace. You know what? I listen to that man. He delivers good content. He's about his business. He's respectful. He's not. He doesn't come across as disingenuous to people. He treats all people with dignity and stuff like that. When I think of Fitzgerald Stevens, you know what? Maybe I would. I would recommend you hear this guy out, hear what this man is saying and stuff like that. I think of Diane Samir. I recommend you hear about what he's saying because of the content and the way he is. I don't ever hear about any bad stuff about it, and even negative reviews. I got to weigh that through. I got to weigh that through. I have to weigh that through ears of wisdom. Is it a hater? Is it someone jealous? Is it a misunderstanding? Is it being handled properly? And you can know it's being handled properly by the language that's used. I mean, what is he doing? Is he going to get everything right? Oh, well, I personally think Diane Samir does pretty darn good to have a the subscriber base of 83,000, and he has no employees to do it. Diane, that's some major business. That's a major business. To build that up, I think he does pretty darn good. To have a touring company and he has no employees. To have a book company, he has no employees. To have a t-shirt company, he has no employee. Imagine what he could do, if we expand his base where he could really get prime talent to really to explode this like was. What about a Search for Uru media company? Office is based in London. What about Search for Uru headquarters based in Nigeria? What about the American division? What about hiring writers and photographers? What about becoming like a CNN? Or you don't see that, Dynas? I do. I see Search for Uru trucks, like the broadcasting trucks doing live news, real news, not this stuff where people want you to see. Do you know there's a whole other side of Africa we never see? Every time we see it, it's looking like somewhere there's a kid with a swollen belly and he's on the side of a hut and people just come in there giving him something to eat because they pity. Africa feeds the world, man. Africa feeds the world. Look at some of these cities in Angola. Look at some of these cities in South Africa, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, Tanzania. They're not huts. They are viable, great cities. With incredible stuff, but you won't see that. So we need someone to have their own media company where they can put truth to how it really is. And so hopefully Dynas is going to take that mantle. What's my goal? To support, to bring encouragement, more support, financial support to help and do it. Try to talk him one day once he get up to a thing, maybe consider keeping the company private where you'll be able to control all the stock and no one can tell you the corporate interest can't tell you what you're going to broadcast. Just do those things, use other outreach centers. Maybe create your own internet hosting platform, maybe have your own platform where you're in the smartphones on the Search for Uru network. I see it bigger than what he does. But now that I'm saying it, like he's like, man, dang, the cat got a good idea because I know how Dynas is a fertile garden, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been playing this game with him for years. He don't even know it. I just drop little seeds in his mind. And then I'll just come by and water and put a little sunshine at the right time. He takes off. And you guys may have heard the story. When one of the reasons why Search for Uru exists, I talked to him about it. I was one of my ideas led to the inspiration of this. He was going to go. He had a vacation coming up. He didn't know where to go. He said he wanted to go to Brazil to wild out. That's what he wanted to do. That's what his original plan. He wanted to go down to Brazil to wild out. That's what he wanted to do. For y'all say, hey, Fitzgerald wilding. Hey, he really wanted to do the wild. He wanted to go down there, and I assure you, he's going to go down there and study the culture. All right. But so I said, man, why don't you go to Africa? And then I dropped the seed, and then there was another gentleman came behind me and really, really watered it. And when he got over there, that's where Search for Uru was born. Now, you never know the influence you're having on someone. Now, did I go up there and say, man, you got to give me a share of that, dude. If it wasn't for me, you would never did it. When it's for you, he did the work. And so think about that. When you put your exit plan together, think about how can I win? Okay, now it's not only exit plan like, okay, I want to get a certain amount of dollars. I want to have business doing a certain amount of thing. Okay, how are you going to maintain it? My daddy taught me anybody can get a woman. Can you keep her? Anybody can get a house. Can you keep it? A woman can get a husband. Can you keep him? So it's not what you get, it's what you keep. So we don't want to just focus on, okay, I'm there, I'm doing what I want to do. Do you ever plan on going back? Okay, so once you have a taste of freedom like this, ladies and gentlemen, it's extraordinarily difficult to ever give it up again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you guys start getting there, or some of you already there, even at a much higher level than I am. But when you get there, and for some of you guys on the ladies and gentlemen on the journey, when you get there, and the ability to control your time, and the ability to go out there and make an income that you can make as much money as you want whenever you want. Ability to not have to play the shenanigan. Ladies, ability to go to office without having some cat trying to hit on you. You know, guys, the ability to work with people without being said that you're too cocky because you're ambitious and you want to go, and those people celebrating your young man, you will never want to go back. And so off of that note, we appreciate it. The theme of this, okay, let's support Prince Amir. Prince Amir has to make a living. He's built a platform. We can buy a book. If you bought a book, one book, great. Buy another one. That Get Off Your Butt and Cold Call, I have it. It's a great book. Maybe you want to give it to a young man starting a sales career. Maybe you want to give it to your son and daughter. Hey, these are some persevering techniques that you're going to need. Mom and dad's not going to be here for you all the time. You know, we're preparing you for that world. So you're going to have to learn how to be persistent. You're going to have to learn how to reinvent yourself. You're going to have to learn proper association. You're going to have to learn how not to share everything on your social media. You know, you're going to have to learn it. You know, this is a great book. This is a young man to do it. Hey, you know what? Instead of you sitting around there saving up for your Christmas products and all that kind of stuff, treat yourself to a tour. Pay that package on layaway, you know, and put it in there and go to like Africa that can expand your world. You know, do like that. Get that T-shirt instead of putting, whatever T-shirts that you want to buy. You know, put this on there. Hey, you know what? It's catchy theme. People ask questions about it. There was a scarf I bought. Not a scarf. It was a face mask that Prince Amir gifted me, and it was from Tribe Decor. Okay, a subscriber on this channel that he shared it out. I'm wearing that thing down here. I was wearing it today. People like it has a beautiful African mosaic print, and people say, "Where do you get that?" No, where do you get that? You know, and when I say people, I'm talking white, black, whatever. You know, it's a very good thing. So it doesn't say for me anything. It doesn't cost me anything. Hey, go to tribedecor.com and you can order it. Great cloth mask. No, you know, that didn't cost me anything. No, and this is what I'm talking about. So, ladies and gentlemen, the future is what you build. The future is what you build. You know, you're gonna ride somewhere. 5 years, 10 years is gonna go by. God allows us to have that time. You're gonna ride somewhere. Why don't you build a destination that you're gonna like? Why don't you put something together you're gonna like? If for those of you who are teachers, nurses, doctors, or any profession that you have that you feel is a calling, a mother, a father, any profession that you have this a calling and you love what you're doing, hey, we support you. Nothing but love from us. No, nothing but love and nothing but respect. You know, we don't. You're not a loser because you know you got a job. You're not a winner because you don't have a job necessarily. That's not it. You're a winner because you're doing what the purpose of what you want to do in your heart, and whatever that is, whatever that takes you stuff. But in the meantime, find ways to make another income dependent from your job. Find ways to secure other streams of income just in case something happens to your great job, or just in case something happens to you, you can't go work your business and where you'll be supported. Find ways to expand your horizon, to travel. Get with business owners, men and women in business. Learn what they do to be successful. No, I didn't know this. I think her name is Miss Shank, and Miss Shank is a billionaire. You know, up along the line is open. Black woman billionaire here in the United States, owns a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. Just a quiet person. I'm assuming, you know, you're not going to see her on the tabloids and everything like that, but people handling business. It has been more millionaires created in this time than ever. A lot. Black, white, Latino, Asian and stuff, like plenty black people are building wealth. You're not going to see about it. You know, they're not going to see about that. Create your own success story. So come the next week, Dinaz, and next week, and I got to see what I can make it happen. We are going. I want to see it is 83,000. I want to see 1,666 subscribers total at the end of next week. And ladies and gentlemen, here's how we're going to do that. We are going to promote this channel. We're just going to send a text feed out to some of my friends. Hey, you need to subscribe to this channel. This man is incredible. Blow him up. God's going to give it back to you anyway. What the good you do for others, God, he's going to give it back to you. He doesn't believe in owing no man anything. You know what? I got this book right here. I was just thinking about your little college student. I got this book. I want to gift in this book or this children's book. I think it's going to be great for their self-esteem. I think it's going to be great. You know, I got who's author Prince Amir. You need it. You know what I mean? Man, I just got this incredible T-shirt that's doing something. And you know what? And there's an excellent tour package. Instead of me going to a travel agency like that, man, I'm going to book it through this place. You know, the ideas are just as good. And I never known a travel guide to go out there and personally walk me through the trails. But this young man right here, he is doing it. So this is what we're going to do, because I want to see Dynas be able to hire people. I want to be able to see him to get those trucks. I want to be able to see him create this media company that his time is now. He has the base. I want to see goods and products. I want to see corporate sponsorship start coming on this channel and paying this man to be on this platform. That's what I'm seeing. You know, that's what I'm looking at. And we should all want that type of success for someone who's helping the community like this man is helping. Dynas, like I said, man, this show is about you. We could talk about other things, income, but you know, it should be about you, because you know what? You've helped a lot of people, including myself. And you brought incredible content, including myself, man. And you know, you have a listener base. Some people like to see Brandon. Some people like to see Lou Major. Some people like to see Tywoo. Some people like to see Cam. You got these personalities, whether you know it or not. Mr. Genesis, when you come in, Mr. Genesis, I consider him more like the intellectual. With Mr. Genesis, you got to sit on with a pen, because he makes you scratch your head. You know, that's deep. Don't say much. But when he said something, you know, it really comes out. Love him or not. But, you know, I happen to be a fan, you know, but he comes on here. These are intellects. These are people who are contributing. These are people who are showing you how to do. And once you see someone up there, it's nothing but a choice for you to go ahead and be up there yourself. God bless you all. You know, we're not going to talk about if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. We're not going to talk about if you don't make moves will be made on you. We're not going to talk about don't come from a wealthy family needs to come to you. We don't need to talk about, you know, if titles are not sexy, income is. You know what? We're talking about you. We're talking about you. Get behind someone to support someone. And then God Almighty will cause that same type of support to come to you. We're talking about the immigrant concept, I like to call it. The immigrant concept is this: a person will come over from in this country. We see it a lot. I don't know how it works in a lot of countries. I think Australia and other countries, Canada, does the same. Person will come over an immigrant. Maybe Nigeria, maybe Vietnam, maybe Germany, maybe other countries. And they'll come to this country, United States, and they'll come over here and they'll work. They'll take jobs that so-called Americans don't want to take. Oh man, it's too man. I'm too good to be picking apples at $9 an hour. That's too good of work. I can't do that because you got status. You know, I unload a semi truck, and I put my night job with Home Depot. I put things on a shelf, and I do it for $12 an hour with my college degree. I never did know. My thing is that, hey, Fitzgerald, do you mind doing this? Man, I'll do what you tell me to do. I report to you. No, that's my attitude. So I can see I'm too good for that too, but I'm not, because I won't always be at $12 an hour. So to get back to the immigrant concept, they'll come in here and they'll get one apartment, Dynas, maybe 2 bedrooms, and they'll move and they'll come in that thing about 8 deep. And you know exactly where I'm going with this. And many of you on the stream knows, they'll go in there and they will go ahead and have let's say like 8 deep 2 families. They'll work and they won't charge that family any rent. They'll split the rent and they'll save up money. The next time the other person get ready to move out, you know what? They don't move. They move out to their place. Okay. And then they go ahead and sew it back to another family, and they move in their place. Now, after about the year or two, they're not looking for moving apartment. They're looking at buying the apartment complex because they pooled their money. The ladies will stick with the husband. None of that stuff. I'm my own woman. You can't tell me what to do, or man, I'm going to go out there and get 4 wives and stuff like that. No, they stick with that one man, that one woman. They keep that family unit tight. And they're right there supporting each other and going ahead and do what they need to do, because their idea, man, if you go down, I go down. Woman's ideal, the woman's ideal to the man, you go down, I go down. The man's ideal to the woman, I'm going to support you because you go down, I go down. So strong group economics. Then they start buying. Complexes. Then they start going buying business. All of a sudden, you see this immigrant town. But where did that come from? Someone made the decision that the exit plan they're going to have that, and they put something together. Then they teach their children to work in that kitchen and work in that family business, and then they parlay that and send them to med school, law school, and thing, and only with the idea that you get back to the community. That's the immigrant principle. So how do we apply the immigrant principle around here? Let's get behind this man, Amir. Okay, he's going to be a pioneer. What's the thing? For those of us who want to spearhead to Africa, let's build a platform through Search for Uru where he can go ahead and start hiring immigration service or natural services of how we can integrate for citizenship on it. Let's get behind this man. Let's support this man and build a strong team, a strong network with him where he can offer these goods and service through his platform. Someone we know that cared about us, someone we know that has put a year's worth of study and years worth of integrity building thing, and so showing us nothing that he gives back to us. Let's get behind and support it, and let's invite someone to the channel. Let's invite someone. If you're good, if you have like some good services that he could use, consider volunteering a little bit of your time. You'll get it back. Web developers or whatever you are, whatever you're good at, consider donating a little bit of your time, to him to help him get better. And Dynas, we're going to hold you strongly accountable to this, because once we lift you up, man, into the stratosphere, brother, we plan on you bringing us right up there with us. We plan on you creating jobs and doing the things that we put you in office to do. So that's my challenge to everyone else around in here, and just to do that. Then once we do that, we find out who's the next person. Probably get behind Fabian or get behind anyone, who's had these platforms over there. We probably put more food, whatever goods and services, legal services, medical service, holistic services, whatever you want to do, and it belongs to the Search for Uru group. Dynas, man, I just gave you $1 billion company here. Now, I hope you take it serious, but I'm asking for the people to help this man. It's high time out for that. And Dynas, stop being ashamed, man, of blowing your own horn. It's nothing wrong with saying that, hey, you know what? I'm doing something great for the community. I really wish you guys really need to help me. If you don't, gotta raise someone else to do it. But I really, really do, because I'm pouring my life into this, and it's not just me and my son. Because I want Search for Uru to live long after I'm going. I'm going to keep my company private, so it won't be able to be no one can go in there, change the structure, change what we offer and stuff like that. And we're going to be a blessing to the world. And so into the diaspora, wherever they are, and the people wherever they are. So God bless you all. I appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat from Miss Tamara Springle. Someone asked, do I live in Florida? Yes, I do. Live right in Tampa. No, so I really got a big thing about warm weather. I don't like keeping my refrigerator open too long because I can't stand cold weather. So I'm I'm cool down here and everything like that. And once again, share this, put this, subscribe. Can't emphasize that tech speed. Go ahead and say to someone, hey, you need to join this. Check this guy out. He's doing incredible things, and this is a leader. It's nothing to stop this man from being every bit what a Garvey has done. Because Garvey wanted to get people back home. If you remember, Mr. Right. Mark Garvey, that's what he wanted to do. No. It's funny how that he was vehemently fought by many of his own people, but he wanted, okay, America, you say, okay, get out. Okay, I'm going out. Let's go. Okay, well, we didn't think he really was going to do it. So they tore that down, or he more likely a line of maybe even Malcolm Shabazz. And I'm not comparing him to him. I'm not saying he is. Dynas has his time. Those great men and women, Sigourney Truth, Nat Turner, Miss Harriet Tubman, Patrice Labamba, they had their time. Steve Biko, they had their time. We're living a new generation. This time now is for the people like Amir. We can only look at the generation we're in right now, and you can only look at the generation you're in right now. I don't care what your family did or didn't do. You can be the deciding factor to be the millionaire in your family. You can be the visionary in your family. You can be the one who changes the whole structure of your family going forward. But you have to make that decision. Dynass, man, once again, man, for the incredible work you're doing, dude, we want you to know we appreciate you. Just like Ms. Sommer said there, we appreciate what you're doing. And, we know it's tough, because, all of us can't do what you do. Many of us don't have your charisma. Many of us don't have your stones to get out there and do it. Many of us couldn't walk away from $100,000 a year job, but with no guarantee that we could live, having a house and having a young son to take care of and make it work. We couldn't do that. Many of us don't have the ability to galvanize different people from all over the various parts of the world and bring them together to one format. Many of us don't know how to do it, but you do it. And so, but we can all be a part of your success, man, just by supporting you, appreciating you, and giving you the courage to get up there and maybe you will inspire the next Dynass Amir, who will take this thing being greater than what you do. But I'm looking for Search for Uber to be around like 100 years, man, and more. I really am. And so you keep it up, man. You stay encouraged. You don't hold your head down in shame. You don't stop. You don't worry about nothing. I'm going to put you on my prayer list, dude. And God's hand is on you. You just keep doing what you're doing to stay true to you. And the only way you can stay true to you in this format, you have to keep it private. You have to, because if you allow investors to come in and stuff like that who ask for a share of your company, pretty soon you won't have it much anymore, and they'll control your format, and you won't even recognize Search for Uber by the time they get done with it. But if that's your choice, that's your choice. You build it, you can do what you want. But ladies and gentlemen, have an awesome day. Have a very great weekend. This thing was to throw sunshine on my brother, my friend Prince Dynass Amir, who means the world to me. It really does. Means the world. When I had a colon cancer, he was one of the first cats I talked to. He helped me through some tough time. When I was when I pulled over the side of the road and I literally broke down with the analysis, guess who built me back up? Prince Dynass Amir. When I didn't have gas money hardly to get in there, guess who sent me $50? And that little ray of hope, let me go on and help me build and help me go on, because it's like, God, you answer my prayer, and then someone really believes in me, you care, and Dynass said that. No, that was Dynass Amir. So you ask why I pushed so hard for my friend? Because he pushed hard for me. No, he pushed hard for me, and he was a friend. Some of those would say, hey, Fitzgerald, I'll pray for you. No, I'll pray for you. It's something like, hey, man, I got this for you. You're going to get through it. Bye. That's his way of praying. And so there's someone out there for you too. But in order to do that, you got to sow into someone who's doing it, and God will sow back into you. The Dynass Amir is good seed and good ground. Man. So, and Prince, don't be embarrassed, dude. These accolades are long overdue for you, cat. Long overdue. And I knew you wouldn't do it your own self. And I knew I couldn't tell you about it because, maybe you would have felt maybe you would have felt like you didn't deserve it. No, because, after all, you don't feel like you're as great as you are. We see it, but you don't. So everyone have a phenomenal day. Man, it's about celebrating. It's about celebrating the doers. It's about celebrating the doers. And and just remember that you celebrate someone else's success. God Almighty will make personally. He will be personally responsible that someone celebrates your success. He does not believe in owing any man. So what you give out to others will come back, especially if it's good ground like Prince Dynass Amir. Dynass, looking forward to get my t-shirt, man, and everything like that, brother. Hey, you have a nice one. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Yes,
at 8 a.m. We Dynass and I do a sports show on my show, Find Ways to Win, with Fitzgerald Stevens. We talk about college football and football in general, just a little sports thing that we do. Try to mix it up, just trying to put some content out there that people really want to see. And so we invite you guys. That's 8:00 Eastern. So we invite you to come on there and share that with your friends and everything. And we appreciate you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. Dynass, man, love you, brother. Love you dearly. You're friends for life, man. And that's what you be. To one of us go in the grave first. You know, and that's the only way that relationship is going to get dissolved by us. You take care of yourself, my friend.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Again, go to dynastymurder.com and my free affiliate links in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. It's also scrolling at the bottom of the screen and will be in the description. Until next time, family, Dynasty Murder Search for Huru. Peace.